Let me ask you something. When was the last time you said something to someone that left them genuinely moved? Not just a casual compliment or a polite remark, but words that lingered in their mind long after the moment had passed. If you're like most people, it's probably been a while, or maybe you can't even remember. And that's okay, because it's not always easy to know what to say to truly connect on a deeper level. Here's the thing. Most people stick to the basics. They rely on simple, surface-level comments like nice outfit or you look great, which might earn a polite thank you, but don't go any further. They're forgettable because they only scratch the surface. But if you've ever wondered why some words stick, why some people can effortlessly make others feel valued, admired, or even captivated, you're in the right place in this video. We're going to uncover 6 powerful ideas, ways to express yourself that don't just compliment someone, but resonate with them. These aren't typical remarks you'd hear every day. They're crafted to highlight what makes someone truly unique, to acknowledge the things that most people overlook. And when you use them the right way, you'll notice something amazing. The way people respond changes. The connections you build feel stronger, more meaningful. So if you've ever wanted to stand out, to be someone who leaves a lasting impression, stick with me, because what we're about to explore will transform the way you communicate and the impact your words can have. Now, let's be honest. Most people completely miss the mark when it comes to connecting through words. They fall back on cliches or compliments that might sound nice in the moment but are forgotten as quickly as they're said. Things like, "You're so pretty," or "nice smile." Sure, those are fine, but let's be real, they don't stick. Why? Because they're why compliments don't stick. Generic. They don't show that you've really noticed the person in front of you. The truth is, we all want to feel seen on a level that goes beyond the obvious. We want to feel like someone has taken the time to understand us, to notice the things that make us different, the things that make us who we are. And that's what sets a meaningful compliment apart from all the rest. What we're talking about today isn't just about making people feel good. It's about creating moments that matter, moments that linger. It's about recognizing the qualities in someone that others often overlook, in expressing your appreciation in a way that feels genuine and unique. And here's where this gets really interesting. The ideas we'll explore today aren't random. They're inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to see beyond appearances, to focus on the essence of what truly matters. This isn't just about words, it's about how you show up in your relationships, how you connect, and how you leave people feeling. If that sounds like something you're ready for, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have 6 powerful ideas you can use to make your interactions more meaningful and unforgettable. Point 1, you have such a unique way of looking at things. Let's start with something that might sound simple, but carries immense meaning. When said sincerely, telling someone you have such a unique way of looking at things is more than just words. It's a recognition of their mind, their perspective, and their individuality. Why is this so impactful? Because deep down, we all want to feel like our thoughts and opinions matter. We want to know that the way we see the world is not only valid, but valued. And when you take the time to notice this in someone, you're saying, "I see you," not just what you look like or how you act, but how you think. That's a powerful message to send. Imagine this, you're having a conversation with someone and they're sharing their take on a book they just finished, or maybe their thoughts on a current event. Instead of just nodding or waiting for your turn to speak, you pause and really take in what they're saying. Then you respond with something like, "Wow, I hadn't thought of it that way before. That's such an interesting perspective." In that moment, you're doing more than complimenting them. You're validating the way their mind works. You're telling them that their thoughts are worth listening to. And here's the key. It's not about trying to agree or flatter. It's about genuinely appreciating the uniqueness of their viewpoint. Now let's bring this back to Stoicism. The Stoics believed in looking past the surface, in focusing on the essence of things, rather than being distracted by appearances. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about seeing the true nature of the world and the people around us by offering a compliment. Like this, you're practicing that very principle. You're showing that you value depth, that you recognize the beauty of a person's inner world rather than just what's on display. This kind of compliment doesn't just make an impression, it creates a connection. It shows that you're someone who listens, someone who pays attention, and someone who values the qualities that truly matter. And in a world where so many interactions feel rushed or shallow, that kind of attention can mean everything. So next time you're talking with someone, look for that spark of individuality in what they're saying. Notice the way they think, the way they process the world, and take a moment to reflect that back to them. You'll be amazed at how much it resonates. Point 2. There's something about your energy that's so captivating. Let's talk about something we all notice, even if we don't always know how to describe it. The kind of energy someone brings into a room. When you say to someone, there's something about your energy that's so captivating, you're recognizing a quality that goes beyond the obvious. It's not about what they're wearing, how they look, or even what they're saying. It's about how they make people feel. Think about it. Have you ever been in a room where someone walks in and suddenly everything feels a little brighter, a little more alive? That's the kind of energy we're talking about. It might be the way they smile, the warmth in their voice, or even just the way they carry themselves. It's that almost invisible force that draws people in and makes them feel good without even trying. Now imagine you're at a gathering. The conversation is flowing, but it's nothing special, just the usual small talk. Then there's this one person who seems to lift the whole atmosphere. Maybe they're not even speaking that much, but their presence has a calming or uplifting effect on everyone around them. When you take a moment to acknowledge that and say, there's something about your energy that's so captivating, it hits differently. You're not just complimenting their looks or actions, you're seeing something deeper, something not everyone notices. And here's why this matters. In a world where most interactions focus on the surface, what someone is wearing, what they're doing, it's rare to have someone notice the intangible by pointing it out. You're not just making them feel seen, you're also showing that you see people in a way that others don't. Now let's connect this to Stoicism. One of the most profound lessons from Stoic philosophy is the ability to see things clearly, to look past distractions and focus on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about recognizing the essence of things, their true nature. When you recognize someone's energy, you're doing just that. You're looking beyond what's obvious and noticing something that others might overlook. This kind of compliment carries weight because it's rare and deeply personal. It tells the other person that they have a presence and impact that goes beyond what can be seen or explained. And when you say it with sincerity, it has the power to create a moment of connection that feels both meaningful and memorable. So the next time you're with someone who has that magnetic energy, whether it's calming, uplifting, or simply comforting, don't let the moment pass. Take the time to acknowledge it. You'll be amazed at how much it resonates. When you do point 3, you're so passionate about what you do, it's inspiring. There's something undeniably magnetic about passion. When someone talks about the things that light them up, you can see it in their eyes, hear it in their voice, and feel it in the energy they bring to the conversation. Telling someone you're so passionate about what you do, it's inspiring, is more than a compliment. It's an acknowledgement of the fire that drives them, the effort they put into something that matters deeply to them. Think about it. When someone shares a part of their world with you, a project they're working on, a cause they care about, or a hobby they're completely invested in, it's not just about the activity itself. It's about the meaning behind it. It's about the hours they've spent, the obstacles they've overcome, and the dedication that keeps them going. Recognizing that isn't just kind, it's impactful. It tells them, I see how much this matters to you, and I respect that picture. This you're talking to someone who's animatedly explaining their latest creative venture or sharing their ideas about a cause they're championing. Their enthusiasm is infectious, and you can feel how deeply connected they are to what they're describing now. Instead of simply saying, "That's cool," take a moment to reflect what you see. Say something like, "The way you talk about this, it's amazing. Your passion is inspiring. Passion is honestly inspiring." When you say that you're doing more than complimenting what they're working on, you're recognizing the drive, the effort, and the purpose behind it. And that's something people don't often hear. Passion isn't always easy. It comes with challenges, long hours, and sacrifices. Acknowledging it tells them that their hard work hasn't gone unnoticed. Here's where Stoicism beautifully ties in. The Stoic placed great value on purpose and effort. Believing that living with intention is one of the highest virtues, they taught that the meaning behind our actions is what gives them their true worth. By recognizing someone's passion, you're reflecting those same values. You're appreciating not just what they're doing, but the purpose that fuels it. And this kind of compliment goes far beyond the moment. It tells the person that their dedication inspires others, that their effort has an impact beyond what they may realize. It's the kind of recognition that lingers because it connects with something deeper than surface level praise. So the next time someone shares something they're truly passionate about, take a moment to notice the way they light up when they talk about it. Let them know that their passion inspires you. It's a simple act, but it can mean everything. Point 4, you make everyone around you feel so comfortable. There's something truly special about the way some people have a natural ability to create ease wherever they go. When you tell someone you make everyone around you feel so comfortable, you're not just pointing out an action, they're hearing that their presence has a positive and lasting impact on others. Think about it. I love how you make everyone feel so comfortable in any social situation. There's always that one person who seems to bring people together. They make sure no one feels left out. They ask the right questions to draw quieter people into the conversation, and they have a way of making the space feel welcome. It's not something they do for attention. It's simply part of who they are. Now picture this. You're at a gathering where people seem a little hesitant or awkward, but then there's her moving through the room, chatting effortlessly with everyone, bringing smiles and laughter along the way. Maybe she notices someone sitting alone and gently invites them into the conversation, or maybe her warm laugh makes even the most reserved person feel at ease. When you take the time to acknowledge this and say, "I love how you make everyone feel so comfortable," it goes beyond a casual compliment. It shows that you've noticed the kindness and effort behind her actions. You're saying that you see how she makes the world a little lighter for the people around her. Let's connect this to Stoicism for a moment. The Stoics emphasize the importance of empathy and compassion as key virtues. They believe that how we treat others, how we create connection in harmony, is one of the most meaningful ways we can live. By noticing and valuing someone's ability to make others feel comfortable, you're reflecting those very principles. You're recognizing a strength that comes not from dominance or control, but from understanding and care. And here's what makes this kind of recognition so impactful. Emotional intelligence is often overlooked. While people are quick to praise external achievements or appearances, the ability to sense and respond to the needs of others is far rarer and deserves to be celebrated. When you highlight this, you're showing that you value the deeper qualities that truly make someone extraordinary. So the next time you notice someone creating an atmosphere where everyone feels at ease, whether it's at a party, in a meeting, or even during a casual conversation, don't let it go unacknowledged. Let them know how much you admire that ability. Trust me, it's something they'll remember. Point 5, I love how authentic you are in a world where so many people feel the need to present a polished version of themselves on social media, at work, even in their relationships. Authenticity stands out like a breath of fresh air. When you tell someone, I love how authentic you are, you're recognizing something rare and deeply valuable. You're acknowledging their courage to be exactly who they are without filters or pretenses. Think about this for a moment. I love how authentic you are. How often do you meet someone who feels genuinely real, someone who doesn't hesitate to laugh at their own quirks, share an honest opinion, or let their emotions show? It's not as common as it should be. And when you do meet someone like that, it's hard not to feel drawn to them. Now imagine this, you're talking with someone who cracks a joke that's a little offbeat or shares a story that most people might keep to themselves. You can tell they're not trying to impress you or fit into anyone else's expectations. They're just being themselves. That kind of confidence, that ease in their own skin is magnetic. When you take a moment to acknowledge it and say, I love how authentic you are. It's more than a compliment. It's an affirmation. It's a way of saying, I see you for who you truly are, and I admire that. And for someone who values their authenticity, hearing those words can be incredibly validating. The Stoics had a deep appreciation for this kind of honesty. They taught that living with virtue means embracing who we are, flaws and all. Instead of trying to conform to others' expectations, Marcus Aurelius wrote about focusing on the essence of things, not their outward appearance. And when you appreciate someone's authenticity, you're doing just that. You're seeing them as they are without the distractions of superficial judgments. This kind of recognition is powerful because it's so rare. Most people focus on surface level traits, what someone is wearing, how they look, or what they've achieved. But authenticity, that's something deeper. It's about who someone is at their core and having the strength to show it to the world. So the next time you're with someone who's unapologetically themselves, take a moment to acknowledge it. Let them know how much you admire their ability to be real in a world that so often pushes people to be anything but. It's one of the most meaningful compliments you can give, and one they'll never forget. Point 6. You have this way of making everything feel more exciting. There's something incredible about being around someone who has the ability to turn even the simplest moments into something memorable. When you tell someone you have this way of making everything feel more exciting, you're acknowledging a quality that isn't just rare, it's transformative. Think about it. It's transformative, had those experiences where the company of the right person changes everything. Maybe it's a quiet evening that suddenly feels alive with laughter and conversation, or maybe it's a routine outing like grabbing coffee that feels like an adventure simply because of the way they approach it. This is the kind of energy that doesn't just brighten a room, it leaves an impression on everyone who's there. Picture this, you're having an ordinary day, maybe running errands or sitting at home, but with her, things feel different. The way she talks, the way she laughs, or even the way she notices little details turns what could have been mundane into something worth remembering. It's not just about the activity, it's about how she makes it feel. When you tell her you have this way of making everything feel more exciting, you're pointing out something that goes beyond words. You're showing that you recognize the unique way she influences the world around her. You're letting her know that her presence changes the atmosphere, making it brighter, more vibrant, and more alive. Now let's connect this to Stoicism. The Stoics believed in the power of presence. How the energy we bring to any moment can influence not just ourselves, but those around us. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about contributing to the greater harmony of life, emphasizing that even our smallest actions have an effect on the whole. By acknowledging someone's ability to elevate a situation, you're recognizing in that kind of impact. And this is what makes such a compliment stand out. It's not about what she's doing, but how she's doing it. It's about the intangible quality that makes her irreplaceable, the way her energy shapes and transforms the experience for everyone involved. So the next time you find yourself in a moment that feels unexpectedly joyful, where her presence makes the ordinary extraordinary, take a second to reflect on it. Let her know how much you appreciate the way BRS brings excitement and warmth into every moment, because when you recognize someone for the way they elevate the world around them, it's a compliment that stays with them long after the moment has passed. Now, let me ask you something. What's the most memorable compliment you've ever given or received? Was it something that stuck with you for years? Or maybe it was a simple moment that had an unexpected impact? Take a moment to think about it. I'd love for you to share your answer in the comments below. Not only will it be interesting to see the different ways we connect through words, but you might also inspire someone else with your story. So go ahead. What's that one compliment that really made a difference for you? And let's start a conversation about how the right words can truly matter. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. These 6 points aren't just compliments, they're ways to create real meaningful connections. There are about noticing the things that truly matter, the qualities that make someone unique, and expressing your appreciation in a way that resonates deeply. Now, here's my challenge for you. Pick just one of these ideas and try it out this week, whether it's acknowledging someone's energy, their authenticity, or the way they make others feel. Take the time to say it. Watch how it shifts the conversation, how it strengthens the connection between you and the other person. You might be surprised by how much of a difference it makes if this video gave you something to think about, or if you're planning to put these ideas into action. Let me know. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.